So up here we have Marten coming back to the stage and going to be playing against Eggplant. And playing, oh my god, one of my favorite 15s.
Best 15 in the game.
I like to call this Stoic 2.0.
We got Peking here, just so hyped for this.
This song is Stoic 2.0. This song
Stoic
is
2.5.
2.5.
It just hits you with so much.
It's missing the ridiculous stops of Stoic, but just like, you know, Stoic in its prime, it's so beautifully on sync. It builds, and increases, and just it's also a 2DX song like Stoic. So this is an excellent song to warm up on, I would say.
Yeah.
You can lock in your timing with this song. It's not too exhausting, but it gives you enough. It gives you enough of a workout so that you can be prepared for the rest of the 15.
Yeah, like it's all the patterns are very straightforward, but the density and freezes, some gallops, some syncopation coming up later on. It is very close to a kitchen sink chart. The only thing that you really don't have with this is like you don't get a lot of like crossover practice, but
no,
everything else, like just it's just such a beautiful chart.
And there's a long version of this chart too. There's a long version of this song on one of the 2DX soundtracks.
Oh yeah.
It's actually interesting because when I played this in 2DX, I didn't really think too much of it, and you know I heard it along and like the song bang. Then when it came here, I just fell in love with this song even more.
I know.
The chart is, I don't know, chat, you can agree. How many of you have ever had the experience where you may not be too keen on a song, but the chart is so good that it makes you fall in love. It makes you fall.
Honestly, like, I'm so partial to Eijiken, the composer of this song, because they work a lot with Namco actually, and they have a lot of like Tekken songs. So
exactly.
It has that. So this song kind of has that vibe going for it, and I am just so here for it.
Marten with that PFC.
Wild.
Jeez. All right, bruh.
28 on a warm-up. Oh,
bruh, it's a warm-up. Bro, chill.
Like you don't gotta go that hard.
Bro, chill.
They were 3 off from their PB.
I mean,
that consistency is insane.
God, Eggplant Eggplant has her work cut out for her. But we are going to start immediately.
This is an insane pick for both players. Okay, so we are starting off. It is all 17s for this match. We are doing the 17 of the new era. This is a gimmick check. This is a memory check. If you gotta memorize what's coming at you because there is not a lot to give it away. And this was Marten's pick. And after this, the feet are about to go burr because Eggplant's pick is DIGITALIZER, the 17. Some really spicy 17s coming up. All right, let's get it.
All right, the song, it has slowdowns, in which if you aren't familiar with them, they're not the worst. You can generally kind of see them coming, but it does have a couple of stops like that. That will catch you off guard if you're not ready.
And I can see that Eggplant is trying to adjust because a lot of people, I saw Marten was crossing over those patterns. Some people are able to double step it if they have the foot speed. And Eggplant's starting to get adjusted. Oh, we got a great from Marten.
All right, Eggplant has a good full combo on this. So far, still with a green combo. So I'm looking forward to Eggplant getting an up score and popping off what they've been doing recently.
Yeah, they've been working through the 17th, so I'm expecting some PBs to be beat.
Marten actually about 4 up by 5 on his PB, so looks good as you get into this next slowdown right here. Eggplant did pick up a good right here.
Some amazing crossovers.
All right, we're going to have some stops. And it is really easy during that last slowdown and slowdowns like this to pick up a good or so. So it's not too unusual.
And that last slowdown, I saw Marten got pretty much all perfects there, which could, once we're working our way up these pools, it could take a copy of the match, but they are still up ahead by about 20 or 30 EX. And it's about to make or break coming up here.
Oh, and Eggplant does misplace her foot on that crossover right there. All right, and we are going to wrap it up. Marten, 1969
Nice.
to Eggplant with 1903. That's just it's a 17. It's what I would call it's a skill check, but it's one of those skill checks that once you know what's going on in it, you know where the stops are. It actually becomes substantially easy. And in my opinion, it becomes kind of one of the easiest.
Yeah, once it's in your brain, once it's in your noggin, for newer players that may be in the chat, I recommend playing maybe the 11 or the 15 of that chart just to get a feel for where the stops and slowdowns are, and then give that 17 a shot. You honestly could probably get it.
All right, we go to DIGITALIZER ESP Eggplant with the PFC on this one, 65.
Oh, so that, I believe that is one of the 17s that Eggplant got very recently, and we have a flag from Marten. So
this could be anyone. This could be anyone. Marten has been looking mighty crispy from the previous poll coming into this. Eggplant has been going crazy, stats saying that this is her second 17. So anything can happen. You know how it goes over here. Tournaments are a different beast. Wild things happen. So we're going to get wild. We're going to see if Eggplant can go ahead and take this to the card draw.
I also respect this being an entirely Soda Fujimori match right now. All right, white combo from Marten. Oh, thanks. They didn't curse it. Never mind.
There it is, but we're both still sitting on gold combos from both. Marten with a little bit of a better MA right now, up by about 10 over Eggplant. Eggplant actually up by 2 from her personal best. Keep this up, we're going to get an even better PFC. Eggplant hitting those crossovers, making it look easy.
And this is one of the few breaks that you get. This is such a dense 17. It is absolutely exhausting. And with how much Marten has been playing as of lately, from the previous pool, you gotta have gas in the tank for this one.
Marten still holding on to the lead by about 10.
We got a miss from Marten.
Got a miss.
All right. Catch your breath right here, but 9 more.
Eggplant picked up a grade off of that burst pattern right there.
Great from Eggplant, great from Marten. Get some jumps. It just hits you with the whole kitchen sink. Alright, final run here. Come on.
All right.
Wow. Wow.
Impressive.
All right.
Holy crap.
Marten with 50 perfects and 2 grades. Eggplant with 69 nice perfects and 1 great flag.
Oh my God. That was intense. Holy crap.
I keep getting mind blown by how consistent all these players are, because it is so easy to just get so many nerves while you're playing up against so many other talented players. But like they're just, I don't know what mind games they're getting into. Maybe they're just thinking, all right, let's just try to go for a PSC. Let's not even think about the other player right now. Let's just do the best that we can.
It's impressive. By the way, also, I want to give a shout out also to Esteban, the Besteban, who was here last year filming Mistake on the Lake 4.
I have been waiting for that video.
Just released the documentary on DDR, the state of DDR today, using Mistake on the Lake 4 footage. And one of the things that was talked about is just what makes DDR so different from other competitive games in which you're playing head-to-head against someone, is that it ends up being a battle with yourself. As you said, you have the nerves, and you have to kind of overcome those, and then you get up there and you have to lock in, and you're trying to challenge yourself. Sure, you're there with another person, they're motivating, they're pushing you, but at the end of the day, the mental is up here.
It's all you, and you have to do whatever you can to just shut your brain down and just look at arrows and just hit them.
Just step on arrows.
Just step. It's
easy.
It's
this
really
game is easy. You just step on arrows.
It's baby stuff.
But I mean, that's a testament to how challenging this is, and shout out to all the players that you see throughout this entire weekend for being able to lock in.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Go show some love. Check out Hold Back to Block. Check out their documentary. He would have been here. He registered for Mistake on the Lake, but he had family issues and could not make it. But we're going to go into this next set. We're doing a warm-up first.
This is a really interesting warm-up, actually.
But the songs that we're going to see after this, we're going to see Avenger ESP, and then Eggplant kicking it up with yet another spicy one. Somehow you find each other.
I think I know why Eggplant picked that. Because if you've been keeping up with tournaments happening this summer, we had the Valkyrie Dimension tournament, and one of the events for the divisions that these different players were in, somehow You Found Me CSP was a song that you had to just grind on. And so I believe that Eggplant has figured out first drafts for that song, because that is just such a funky track. It's
intense. But Turbo picking Avenger ESP, which is it's infamous for not only do you spend half of the song at slow, at turtle speed.
Yes.
But you have the absolute ridiculous speed up and the end section, which is the bane of everyone. Anyone who's trying to do the gold lamp, the 16 folder. Avenger ESP is the bane of that tower, for sure. It's so easy to just be a hair off at the drill, and there it goes. It's gone.
It's done. It's done.
Not to mention it's at the end of the song. So Turbo, both players off their warm-up, 495, getting that full combo. 31-1 from Turbo, 52-5 from Eggplant.
That was very close to being what we call in the biz a fake PSC from Turbo, where it's 999 and 000, with just one grade, but having absolutely amazing MA.
All right. Both of them do have a PSC on that song, so it's showing that the skill level, as I like to say, what makes these tournaments awesome with these full styles is that gone are the days of, oh man, I went 0-2 because I went up against the champion. I got worked. Nah, these people match people up with equal skill level.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful thing.
We have to shout out Renalis, of course, for going through every single player and individually seeding them based on their play history, and then releasing that, and then revising it, and then revising it again, and revision after revision. It is such dedication, and have to give a shout out for Renalis.
All right, here we go. Eggplant with a full combo on this. Turbo not yet with one, but we're going to see if Turbo can get the up score and take the W over Eggplant, who has a lot of work. Eggplant picks up a great
immediately.
Oh no!
Oh, but we do have a miss from Turbo. Yeah, we got another white combo. Wow. Okay, so this is going to be wild. So many people do not like this chart because the pattern, it does not have a lot of flow to it. There's a lot of ambiguity going on here. You don't know if you gotta cross it over, you don't know if you gotta double step it. It is such a challenge. But right now we have Eggplant that is currently 4 above their EXPB. And we got Turbo with a gold combo going.
Still pretty close, even though both of them kind of stumbled out of the gate.
Which is
It's about 10, it's kind of wavering between about 10 between each other. Turbo has been able to keep up a gold combo ever since he started. Eggplant still maintaining that good, the combo going out of it. Yeah, this is quite an intense pick, actually. So I wouldn't be surprised.
absolutely a fight 260. We're at the tail end. Turbo gets a couple grades. Oh. Oh, wow. And Turbo takes that. Wow, the Eggplant's pick. 47 perfects, 2 grades, and 1 miss. Then we have an Eggplant with 72 perfects, 7 grades. Cool.
All right, yeah, good job to both of them for locking in. You know, like that, we saw it stumbled right out the gate. They both locked in. Turbo he just had the better MA that time to make up for the miss that he caught earlier on. So Turbo is up 1. We are going to go to another 17. We are going to go to Avenger. Neither player has a full combo on this. Both are under 99 at this point. As we said before, this is a chart. This is a chart of all time, let me tell you.
And we can see that Eggplant's going to be going for the sudden. He's going to be going for that sudden slap.
Yes.
Later on.
The patented sudden slap. For those of you who don't know, the sudden slap is referring to, as we're going to see on Eggplant's side, this lane, the sudden plus lane. It is helpful for if you read if the chart is at a slow speed, it makes it more reactionary for yourself. So it's almost kind of like an artificial speed up. You trick your brain.
Exactly. Because it's getting rid of the density on the bottom, and you're just able to focus on the individual arrows just a little more. Turbo did not need it. Green is at 1.75, which I think is going to be pretty spicy once it starts getting into the speed up.
But it's working out so far. Both of them are tied. There's so much chart going on, however, that it's anyone's game. As we said, outside of the speed up, we have the drill. So don't count anyone out yet. Anything can happen. Woo! Both of them, great quick speed. However, Eggplant did pick up a miss on that.
Yeah, on that box run. And all right,
10-point difference into the slower section. Eggplant kind of having a little bit of a placement issue on their feet during those up and down.
It's possible. There is a strat for sudden because sometimes you can have it up a little too high, and then kind of starts throwing you off, which I'm possibly concerned that's what's happening right now. But it's still going to be anyone's game because it all comes down to the speed up. That's going to be coming up very, very soon. All right, slapped it. Starts adjusting real quick. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, Turbo's still up. Eggplant's getting some grades. Come on. What we got? Oh my god!
Great show from both of them. Woo!
Jeez.
My heart. Turbo takes it 2194, Eggplant 2070. Can we talk about how Turbo was locked in?
They just locked in. And like
you could see Eggplant just this is the figurative. If you were Ash Ketchum, you had the baseball cap, you turned it in.
It was time for that.
That was some inspirational hunkering down.
I mean, it was time for their namesake. It was Turbo time right then.
Chat, can I get some GGs in the chat to both of them?
GGs
that set was no joke.
GG's to Turbo, GG's to Eggplant.
That set was brutal.
It was
rough.
insane.
That boy was rough, let me tell you. So we have DANH and Marten coming back up. So they're set. We're going to start with DANH's pick of Hard Brain. We're going right back.
We're getting the official run of that.
And then
I'm happy to hear more of it. Happy to hear more.
And Marten with Bounce Trippy Expert.
And yes, okay. So I think that's a very understandable pick for like the 114 that you can pick in this pool.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a technical 14, pretty syncopated on some parts, so a lot of the gallop sections, and it's really easy to throw yourself off on it.
Yeah.
Hard Brain, we already talked about it earlier on. It's a song that if you have very strong MA,
yeah,
that's your go-to. It goes, it's intense, the sync is spot on, and you can do magic work with that.
Yeah, it is just gonna be a battle of how many perfects you can shave off of each other.
Absolutely. I expect to see gold combos for both of them. I got to give a shout out to DANH as a DANH professional dodgeball player.
Really?
Like your boy. I'd say we are dodgeball bros, and we can't wait. We can't wait for the day into which we can join together in harmony.
Eijiken, you have so many hobbies sometimes. It is insane.
I don't like being bored. I don't know what to tell you. That's why I do stuff like DDR, because this is never boring. This is always a good time. The chat's entertaining.
Okay, so are we warming
this
up?
This is a warm-up.
Okay, okay.
This is DANH's first set.
Sure. I respect it. It's an interesting warm-up, but like, honestly, the sync on this is on lock, and it kind of gives you a feel for like how slowdowns and how everything looks like on this pad compared to maybe the pad that you play at your home arcade, because you have to actually account for like pad distance. Like sometimes you have to read a little slower or a little faster than what you're used to, because your eyeballs are closer or farther away from the screen. So, as a warm-up, I think this is actually a really good strat.
I'd say it's like a good calibration. Like, all right,
exactly.
If I'm off by this, then I need to kind of adjust mentally this much, or if it's locked in, it's like, all right, cool, more of the same. The common factor is a lot of the songs, a lot of stops and Pokemon and DDR, especially recaps, do tend to drift in one direction or another.
Exactly.
So one of the nuances of playing DDR at a high level is knowing how much those songs drift on a song-by-song basis. You know, and we joke about how anyone you just hit the arrow, but it's that difference of knowing of what songs tend to be late, which songs tend to be early, which songs drift. That kind of take the skill to another level.
Yeah, it's like that meme that people say where every copy of Super Mario 64 is personalized. Every DDR song is personalized, has a personalized timing window that changes not just like song by song, but also by different cabs. Like the gold cab has a completely different window from the white cab.
Yeah.
And then there's the Korean-made white cabs that are different from the Japanese-made white cabs. There's so much that you have to account for.
All right, we are going to go into our first song, Bounce Trippy. Both of them have a PFC on this. Both of them know this song really well. Marten with what looks to be 35 perfect, and then DANH 21.
This was DANH. No, this is Marten pick, actually. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
You know, sometimes you see it where, you go, all right, I have this pick, I have this down, and then you see, and then you see.
And then you see it, you're like,
oh man, I'm in danger.
I actually just saw Marten off camera just kind of do that little, like, deep breath, like, holy, here we go.
I'm in danger. Well, it's a turn. You know what? It's been crazy all weekend. We'll see what happens. We just saw DANH just put on 16 on the previous song, so who knows what's going to happen? This is 16 that they both know very well.
Yes, and they know it well. So I'm assuming they're aware of talking about timing windows. This is on the earlier side. It's on the early and like on point side for most people. And it's a very technical 14. You're gonna start seeing some foot switches, and they are very intended to be foot switch, which when this released during DDR or A20, didn't see a lot of that at the time.
Right, and both players getting 1 or 2 points of each other.
There we go.
Double goal going on.
Yeah, they got this unlocked, and Marten is up on their CD right now.
Tremendous 13. Actually taking the lead over DANH right now. He picked up he's been kind of like littering perfect.
Just trading back and forth, which with the scores that we have, and yeah, it's bound to happen, especially on a 14 in a pool where it's 16s or 17s.
Still a 10-point difference. And Dan, oh, I didn't know Dan picked up a miss.
Ooh. Okay.
Giving a little bit more of a lead to Marten.
Yeah, which it's possible that Marten can just widen that gap. Get a table for capital B's.
Dan picked up a break.
Ooh, okay. Let's see, just a little bit of chart left. All right,
Marten.
Marten.
17-13 PSC, upscoring his PSC.
Jeez.
Going from 30, I do believe it was 35 to 24. Substantial upgrade.
Absolute moly.
Making a statement in this match already. But we are going to go to DANH. He picked hard break. The MA,
I am thinking is going to be transferring from Crown Kirby to this song. This is going to be neck and neck. And I see that Marten is actually accounting for the visual offset feature that recently got added to DDR3, which I'm assuming is helping them. I guess they're a visual player. They're looking at the arrows coming up onto the grid, and they're able to master their MA using that.
Yeah, Marten already warmed up on this earlier on, and we saw that earlier on. Dan with a absolutely crazy 11
wild.
perfect.
That is so bonkers.
As his PB. Let's see what happens. This was Dan's pick. Needs to take this one in order to force the card draw. Here we go.
Get some claps on the other end here. Oh, it's because MUTEKI Buffalo is 17 being type. Okay, I see why. We got a white combo from Marten.
Dan breaking in the white combo at around 60. And now we are both at gold combo. Dan ahead by about 2 points right now. But, this song is about locking in. It's going to be shaped. It's going to be a difference between perfect. So we're going to expect the lead to change by maybe about 1 or 2 points between this.
It's actually looking like, God, it's like 2DX, but it's looking, we got a great from Dan.
Still holding on to the lead by about 2. But that's, on this song, that's not the wiggle room that you want to get.
Yeah,
especially Marten is playing out of his mind.
Exactly. And started falling out of rhythm with those drills that happened just a second ago.
Yeah, and Marten is taking advantage of that as Marten is now in the lead by about 4 points.
Some perfects. All right, break time's over. Let's go.
MA coming out of Marten.
It's time to harden that brain right now. Let's go. Absolutely nailing those gallops for Marten. Ooh, okay, we got a great. Final run. What's happening? What's happening?
10-point difference.
Jeez.
Marten takes it.
Marten takes that.
1971.
10x above Dan.
Marten with 22 perfect, 1 great. DANH with 32 and 1.
They both got 1 great, and it came down to how many perfects happened, which I believe Dan got their most of the perfects in those like really dense drills. So it's with songs like that, with picks like that, yeah, anything can happen.
Oh,
Absolutely insane.
oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh darn.
This is, my hands have just, they're still stuck here to my head.
They're glued.
It was just me. The thing that you didn't see was me with the face just like, come on. Oh. You know, you think, you sit and talk. That's the thing with commentaries, if you sit and talk but we're free to just like actually take an experience. We're right here. We're center stage, and it's just like, I wonder if chat can see what we're seeing.
I know.
Right now.
We have truly the best seats in the house that you can possibly have for this.
All right. I am very excited for these picks.
Oh my god.
So
okay.
we have DANH, who you can kind of see a central strategy around DANH. DANH is making picks that are going to focus on his MA type. You know, ones that, you know, may not be terribly complex, pretty straightforward, but you know, ones that he knows that he can maximize the amount of perfect. No counter pick. Yeah. Eggplant is out here to have fun and is picking Horatio expert.
She is a pirate. Hurrah. Yeah, so we have DANH's pick is Life is Beautiful, the 16. A very entry-level 16, and a lot of 16 that, as Eijiken just said, you can maximize your MA on. But Eggplant's pick is Horatio by Orifice, which is an artist name that I really hate saying.
Or if is.
Or if it's.
Yeah. Make it not sound so uncomfortable. It's not, make it sound like you're not saying moist.
Exactly. So this is a funny little chart. It is a drill check. And as Eijiken said about timing windows and how things are early, things are late, or things drift. This is one of the most infamous drifty charts in the game. It starts off kind of early, if I remember correctly. It starts off early, and it just starts getting later and later and later, and you have to keep holding back and holding back.
Which makes the fact that they both have ESPs on it even more impressive.
That makes it absolutely insane.
All right, as we gallop right here, it's about a 30-point difference. DANH is up tilting on the gold combo. Eggplant doing a good job of still maintaining that combo, still keeping within that 30 points right there. All right, here we go with the drills. Eggplant picks up a great arm outside of it, but nails the drills. Ooh, white combo right there. Make it shine. Dan is up 3 over his P2 right now. Let's see if he can take that. That's drop down to 1 I would take advantage of that.
This is the make or break run right here. It's a pretty short song.
Eggplant with the white.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? Oh my god. They were catching up so fast on that final run.
Eggplant 49-3 full combo. Dan with
20 perfect?
A PB
Are you
of 20.
kidding me?
Yo, Dan, bro, chill.
Dan, what's the H, man?
Bro, chill, no.
Oh my god. It's so hard to adjust to those drills.
He is.
And Eggplant was doing such a good job, but Dan is just so on lock right now. They are taking no prisoners.
All right, Both players, PSC, Eggplant with a PSC 45, Dan with another 20.
What do you mean I have the area record on this? Okay, that's going to be gone in a second here.
I hope it's gone.
Yeah, I hope it's gone.
Eggplant, please take this. Take this, man. Take.
Get it away from here.
This is now yours.
Get it away.
That's the fun part about whenever we run these tournaments is that the area records, the machine records that we have, that we got really comfortable in and some of us have no business having, all of a sudden just get ripped out of our clutches.
Oh,
and we're going to see that happen right now.
The amount of area records that we're going to see from like out of state or even out of country players after this tournament, it's going to be early great. I could see that Eggplant was a little salty about that. We're gonna have to start adjusting here.
Eggplant only down by about 4 and picked up a couple of games.
Grades.
Yeah, that gave Dan a wider window. Dan is pretty much spot on with his 20 perfect on pace.
It is very interesting the picks that Dan has with the MA battles. You're so used to like init picks or slowdowns or you don't know this one, but I do, and it really says a lot about the confidence that Dan has on their MA. Alright, drills happening here.
Right, both of them blessing us right now with this white stuff.
It's looking like Eggplant's having some trouble holding back, but he is on the later side for DDR songs. And I'm seeing a lot of slows and a lot of like fast grades. But we have a point right here where they're able to start locking in. But it is a matter of about 20 or 30 EX, so we're in the final run coming up right now.
All right, here we go. End of the song. We're going to go ahead and have the crossover.
The crossover.
Dan!
Oh my god.
ESP 1938.
Wow. 21 perfects.
One off from his PB.
Are you kidding me right now?
Eggplant 58 and 7. Full combo.
That MA is just... That MA is bonkers. That MA is wacky. That MA is zany.
Dan said, you know what? No, not after that last one. No.
We're not taking.
I just had to warm up locked in.
Yeah.
Instantly.
It's all about playing hard brain. That's the strat. Just play hard brain once, and you're in.
Eggplant is, you know, is when I grow up, I want to be able to do drills and lock in just as much as Eggplant does.
Yeah.
That is, I want it. She's so good. She's so good.
Especially as a pump player where you have so much density, so many drills, so many runs, so many charts are like that where they just keep going and going and going. And I think that experience lended itself to that chart. All right.
So we are going to have Marten and Turbo up on the stage.
Jeez.
Yo, what are these picks? What is wrong with these guys?
These guys it's a little masochistic almost, these picks. I'll let you do the honors.
Yo, this isn't top 8, guys. What's wrong with y'all? So, you said that you like, you said you like drills and foot speed. So, Turbo decided it was a good idea to take Triple Journey Expert,
which is and I'm going to do the heaviest air quotes I can, a 16. So.
And Marten said, all right, bet. We're going to do嘆きの樹Expert.
Which is also a 16 air quotes. This is a funny one.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh, and this was Martin's pick, correct? Okay, very interesting. Okay, so Marten, 987 on it. I'm not sure what made it. However, we have Turbo, who has a really amazing flag on this, 999 140.
All right, we're gonna see how they do. Both of them have had a little bit of time to sit. And let's see if that gave the stamina recovery enough to go ahead and take this set.
Yeah.
嘆きの樹it's definitely a song, infamous for being the boss song, the ultimate boss song of the 2DX Distorted, and now it crosses over to DDR.
We got it really. We have Marten hit a gray on that first note, so they're gonna have to make up for some ground here.
All right, this is a section that makes this pretty, just makes it exhausting. A lot of people who have trouble on step jump, this part of the song wrecks them.
I'm seeing nothing but white right now from Marten, but the same can absolutely be said for Turbo right now.
Even with that great, Marten is tied with Turbo, who's sitting on a TFC right now.
You got the step jump, then you got the burst that follow them, and you just, there's no time to breathe on this one.
For this song, it's actually kind of interesting. You would laugh at me if I said that this was kind of the part where you get a little bit of a downtime outside of that drill right there.
Absolutely.
This is your downtime.
Which, you got a little bit of it left, but this chart has a very infamous part where it starts to the little wacky piano.
Ah, the 2DX part. The part that's hard in 2DX.
Yes.
All right, Turbo is still up by about 10 points.
Let's see it.
Oh, here we go. Marten,
my God,
looking great. Turbo only picked up 2 perfects in that stream.
It was Turbo time. What can I say? That was an amazing showing from Marten, but Turbo takes it with a 2017 EX.
27 and 1.
Come on, man.
Can we talk?
Wait, I'm sorry. Is that the same money score that they got? That is the same money score.
But can we talk about how Marten just had the wildest up score?
No, it was off by 1. Are you kidding me? Oh, mackerel. That was okay.
Boys is going crazy.
I am in disbelief.
They are going crazy. Let's go.
So, amazing showing for both players on that song. We're gonna go into Triple Journey, Tag Edition. This is such a spicy 16. It hits you with everything. It is the entire kitchen sink. And the money scores are looking pretty good. We got a 990 from Marten, we got a 994 from Turbo. So it's all gonna come down. I think they have the consistency on money, but it's all gonna come down to the EX score here.
Yeah, I would say, despite the fact that there's about 4K off, that's still within the same range, for the most part, when you're at this high level of play.
Exactly.
Those scores are, you might as well call them just almost mirror similar.
Exactly.
That's a difference between maybe a series of great ones. All right,
we got some Marten fanboys here.
Marten trying to see if we can move on to the next pool.
Yeah. Turbo playing this on mirror. Most likely a lot of powers are more comfortable for them. We got a white combo. Sorry. Marten.
But it's okay, because Marten is still in the lead by about 8 points, but it's still really early in the song. You can kind of see right here. You have the triplets into the string section right here. Both of them handling it with ease, making it look easy.
They are making this look easy because this is not an easy start.
Turbo picking up several perfects right there.
Marten's up ahead by about 10 EX right now. He is not taking this down. He's not going to take this line down.
Turbo still sitting on the gold combo.
Just so many candles in this card. It's ridiculous. We got a great one from Turbo. Oh, we got a miss from Marten. And a great.
That actually gave Turbo the lead.
Oh, by like 4 EX. Oh, up by 5. Come on, what's gonna happen? Oh, Turbo's up ahead.
Here's the final run.
Oh my God!
Turbo takes it with the comeback, 39-1.
That is the most insane MA I've ever seen.
66-4-1 out of Marten. Chat, this is a good STD on it. Are you awake? I'm awake now. I'm awake.
I don't. You see this V8 energy right here? I don't need it. I don't need it.
Screw that Gatorade. We don't want that.
We don't need it.
I just hydrated.
Putting the eyeballs and it's going straight in there.
Let me get some GGs to that beautiful
Absolute
set
GGs.
from them.
By the way, that was both Marten and Turbo beat their PBs on that run.
Substantial.
So absolutely insane run from both of them.
Wow.
That is. God,
you see this crowd.
clenched.
You see the crowd that developed right behind us. You know, not that the crowd hasn't been there, but this crowd got mighty thick. Like, I can't see the wall.
There's layers.
There's layers to that crowd. Just watching that.
There's no way we're gonna be getting out here.
I'm gonna have to climb over some people.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna be picking up the chair and just like stampeding through the crowd of people right now.
All right, so Marten gets to sit and watch what happens. Someone just pointed out he's played 9 matches so far because he advanced in the previous pool.
Yeah, because oh my God, yeah, because he was in the last pool and he's just been going and going and going and going.
And could you imagine going through those barn burner songs like that?
No, and then
you pick 2 songs that are like you can't get comfortable on any of them because at any given moment you have to hunker down into either a step jump pattern or just scream.
And what's crazy is because you had that match with Eggplant, or it might have been against. So my memory's hazy right now, but when they played New Era and Digitalizer, like those were babies. Those were babies played compared to like how spicy Triple Journey is too. And those are 17s compared to a 16. Yeah. Okay. So what we have here, we have DANH versus Turbo, and we are going into an incredibly spicy pick for Turbo is MUTEKI Buffalo. Dan and Turbo, they're ready to party all night. They are ready to party all day, and they are ready to party like it is 1969 right now.
Nice. 1969. That was the year that happened, wasn't it?
That was the year that happened.
That was a year.
And we heard that the 17 got picked. I believe by Ben Matson on the other tab right here, and we just heard huge applause. All right, so let's get into this. Turbo reading this on mirror, and at 3.75, they're reading this a little slow actually.
So the winner of this set will determine the tiebreaker. Marten is 2-1, and this is quite a song to do it. As you kind of see, it's full of reverse patterns right there for 50. But what it goes on with this song is that you have a massive slowdown, and every time you play it, you think this is longer than I remember it being. And we're going right into it. I could see that some adjustment had to be made on Turbo's side here. But Dan's MA is on lock, which is still really impressive reading this slowdown at 3 when most players tend to read this around 3.5 or 3.5. We're still on a PFC right now. We're about this.
spicy.
Turbo doing a good job. He's only down by...
Oh, we got a great from Dan.
Turbo's only down by 7. Fell behind, but maintaining it. And we're going to speed back up.
And we're about to bring, both players are about to bring Sexy back right now. And it's time. Of course.
No, we're tied. We're tied. Gonna come down to the stand.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Turbo ends up losing it right at the end.
Turbo had some trouble with the jacks there and got a miss.
So that gave Dan H&W 14-19, 51 perfects, 3 greats.
Oh my god.
It literally came down to the last couple of measures.
It was like the last 3 seconds.
Yeah, you could see it in Turbo's face. He just had the wind like...
Some Peter Griffin hand on knee action.
That is a feeling that we are all too familiar with, y'all. Like you are not a DDR player for real until you have felt that. In that exact way. That last measure, the last couple of measures.
But, okay.
So Dan is now up. So if Dan takes this, Dan will move out the pool. If Turbo takes it, it's going to be interesting. After the tiebreaker, it's going to
make things a little funky. Yeah.
Essentially, we're going to have to do some number crunching at that point.
Gonna have to get the glasses on and the calculator out to really see what's going on here.
All right, we are going right back to DIGITALIZER. So we saw this earlier on.
And we just saw
you saw it with Eggplant and Marten earlier on.
Yep.
So we're going to see it again with Steve.
We saw Eggplant had the area record from the time that they played it just a little bit ago. So we're gonna see what happens here.
And it's actually pretty funny because I look over and everyone is playing DIGITALIZER right now.
And things are playing out making whack. Really great footwork on this crossover from Turbo.
Turbo is up right now by about 4 points. On the PSP mode, 3-point difference.
Turbo up by 3. It's gonna be. It could just be like the second upload. It's just gonna be like ending like a really spicy run.
Both are making first work of this song so far. Trading perfect, but Turbo is still maintaining that lead by about 4 or 5 points. Oh my God, both of them, Chris.
Oh my goodness.
Dan picked up a plate.
Oh,
so that gave Turbo an even greater lead by about 12 points now.
Oh, we got a great from Turbo. I could see Dan wincing. Oh. All right, we're in the final run. Oh my God.
And Turbo. Make sure to hold on to that run as he takes it with 21.
What the hell are you talking about right now?
21 out of Turbo. Yo, he said, no, not like this. He said, not like this.
Let me add,
like this.
The PFC that they had was a 999-420, so that's like 58 perfects. They just cut their perfect count in half for this run.
Jeez. Hey, is this not what we wanted?
This is what you asked for.
We can't get enough DDR.
This is what you asked for a fifth time.
We're gonna all of the stream monsters wanted this to get complicated. You know, they wanted to change the Facebook status from, single as a single equal advantage.
So
it's complicated.
It's complicated.
So here we are. We're gonna get the card draw. They're deciding the card draw right now. Oh, I see that they both made this. They both made the face. So
Oh,
Chad,
boy,
have you ever been faced with two choices and you look at it and you go, do I have to do either one of these?
What does the DJ Taka on your shoulder say, and what does the like Camellia on your other shoulder say? You know?
That's the face that we saw out of both of them. So it's going to be an interesting card draw as Tio Kimalaka goes ahead and hands it to us.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Chad, I'm going to need to see some fuzzy boys. I'm going to need some livestock in the chat.
I see why they picked the one that they did.
We are playing. So the card draw was Zephyr, Osaka Evolved 1.
Type 1, still spicy.
And ALPACORE.
So Zephyr and Osaka Evolved were vetoed. We are going into ALPACORE.
We're hanging out with alpacas today, Chad.
Yep.
Shout out to Cranky, rhythm game legend. One of the faces of Mount Rushmore of rhythm games, I would say. It's been around decades at this point. And his first and only entry in the series was ALPACORE.
Shocking, honestly. Like
Overdue.
We need more Cranky. We need more alpacas. We need a holy trinity of 16 that have alpacas in the DDR game. In DDR, we have Life is Beautiful, we have ALPACORE. We need one more. We just need one.
All right, DANH with a 47 perfect TFC on this dog compared to Turbo, who doesn't have a TFC. What we will see. We will see kind of how this goes. Turbo just locked in and played out of his god-dang mind.
And shout out to Sopra for having the now to be removed area record.
That record is going to get
sorry.
bodied.
Sorry, baby girl.
Hard bodied.
It's
Love you, but I hope you enjoyed it while you lasted. It is now going to someone else.
okay.
Here we go, chat. This is it. This will determine who advances out of this pool.
Take her break. Let's go hard. Jump 1, 2, 3. Just getting started here. We're just getting a nice little sneak peek. Those gonna get really funky. So let's jump 1, 2, 3 right now. We got a great Turbo. Dan hit the great earlier on.
Still 3 points. There's 3 points across each other. This is anyone's game. ahead. A little bit of some ESP, a little bit of perfect slipping. Giving Dan about a 18 Yeah, 11, about 10, 11 up on their US budget.
We got some crazy down here. All right, Dan up by 20, exactly 20. Now we're going to the final here.
All right, if Dan can maintain the lock, we'll take this. Turbo is not going to make this easy.
Oh my God, all right.
As they hug it out, DANH ends up winning the set 2-1, 28 with this one great.
That is that is a fake. We got 28 perfect and one great. Turbo with 46 and 3 great. The MA that Dan has had this entire pool has been absolutely remarkable.
All right, so first of all, can I get some GGs in the chat for the boys? GGs, not only to those two for giving us an absolute stunning show, but to this entire pool where we finally got to really get our toes wet into the 17 folder.
We're dipping in.
Shout out to Marten, Eggplant, Turbo, and DANH for an incredibly entertaining and very competitive pool.
And it is Dan moving on, if I'm correct on that.
Dan is. We're confirming.
We're confirming. That's how tight of a pool this has been.
Yeah, it's that tight that we have to.
Yeah, we're seeing the graph. We're seeing the.
You said who moved on?
I couldn't hear a dang thing, so.
All right, Turbo. Turbo ends up taking that pool.
Turbo takes it. Okay. Wow. That was, and that came down to like the last. That came out to like the last match. That is okay. Agent Turing says, I think Turbo has 5 wins. Stanmore has 4. Yeah.
All right.
So.
Well, that was fun. That was quite fun. You know what? I think we're going to take a little bit of a break. Tend to some things. We're going to go ahead and get this pool ready. We may shuffle up the commentary a little bit. It was a pleasure as always.
It has been so fun talking with you.
Thank you
it's
for
like our first one-on-one, really.
It has been, yes, it's a long time coming. Chat, I hope you were entertained. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Don't go far. It'll only be a few minutes while the next pool locks it in.
Don't you dare go anywhere else.
Grab yourself a refill on your beverage. Go ahead and start the microwave on whatever you're cooking. You know, grab a bag of chips, whatever, but don't go too far because we're going to be back with some good-ass DDR. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
See you around.